Good morning, mighty companions, and welcome to another day of miracles, another day of lessons in love. And today we're on lesson 332. Fear binds the world, forgiveness sets it free. A very nice and simple message, which we will explore a little further in a few minutes. So let's take this time to pause at the beginning of our day and to acknowledge and recognize why it is we're here, why we come together to do this practice in the morning. So let's close our eyes down. Allow your body to fall still and to become restful and easeful in your seat. Take a little bit of time with your breath, noticing the rhythm and rhyme of your own breaths right now. And then deepening that breath. Lengthening on the exhale. And getting that sense of breathing in love and breathing out love. Taking in and letting go. And then we'll bow our heads as we say, we begin this day in gratitude. We open our hearts and we surrender to love. We ask love to lead the way through the minutes and the hours of this new day. We welcome joy, fun, and abundant prosperity. We recognize that all encounters are wholesome and that all experiences can be met with a peaceful heart that is anchored in the truth, that we are one, that we are love, and that we are free. And so we release these words now and we let it be. So lesson 332, fear binds the world, forgiveness sets it free. Well, straight away there in the title, there is the reminder that, fear makes the world seem very real. And our fear fortifies all the kind of scary stuff that we tend to make real when we make the world real. So the ego makes illusions. Okay, remember that, illusions. Truth undoes the ego's evil dreams by shining them away. So truth, it's like it powers through dreamland into reality. It lifts the veil on all the illusions and it never makes an attack. Truth never makes attack. It merely is. So it's always there. It's always waiting to be revealed. And as soon as it is revealed, we are healed. And by its presence is the mind recalled from fantasies. So we're brought back from all the crazy dreams that we've been drawn into and that we've projected out into the world. And we awaken to what is real. And this is beautiful, this next line. Forgiveness asks the presence of truth to enter in and take its rightful place within the mind. So as soon as we begin to practice forgiveness, then we're set free. Truth comes in, it takes its rightful place within the mind. Without forgiveness, the mind is in chains, believing in its own futility. So we're lost in the illusion. And as I said before, like the illusion can feel so strong that it's hard to believe that there is something beyond it. But when you start to do this work and start to awaken, you start to realize, yes, there is something beyond it. Yet with forgiveness, does the light shine through the dream of darkness, offering it hope and giving it the means to realize the freedom that is its inheritance. I'm sure I've shared with you before that freedom is absolutely my favorite word and my favorite state. I'm sure similar for many people, but it's like there's something even in the word that excites me, this idea of being free. And ever since I was a little girl, I've always wanted to have that feeling of freedom, which I know I've shared with you. I used to see in Laura Ingalls when I would watch The Little House on the Prairie, and I really felt she was free. And yet she would get caught up in the world of illusions, and she would go and sit on her father's knee or sit beside her dad, and her dad would shed light on the illusion that she had become so caught up in, and then she would be back to knowing her freedom again. At least that's how I saw it, and I think that's what they were trying to portray in The Little House on the Prairie. And I think in our everyday lives, there's nothing um, as easeful as feeling free from the illusion. And, practices like I could see peace instead of this. I could see this differently. I place the future in the hands of God. All those ones that you've learned along the way, as you put them into practice, you become more and more free. And you're not in that fearful place where you're binding the illusions and making them stronger and fortifying them. So here's our prayer today. We would not bind the world again today. Fear holds it prisoner, and yet your love has given us the means to set it free. Our source, we would release it now, for as we offer freedom, it is given us. So that's the beautiful thing as well. We decide we're going to set everybody else free. We're going to lift all the illusions we've had on them. And, really it's meeting people exactly where they're at, not how you would like them to be, not how you would like them to show up, but where they're at, how they show up. And what you have to do is recognize that every encounter is holy and that everyone you meet is Christ in disguise. Sometimes not so much in disguise, but sometimes heavily disguised. But it is your job to meet them in this state of forgiveness, already giving to them before, you judge in any way. And we would not remain as prisoners while you're holding freedom out to us. So if we have that practice, then we would not remain as prisoners. And freedom, it's there. It's like they say that God is as close as your breath, offering you this freedom. So let's drop into our meditation in a state of acceptance, in a place of willingness to accept this freedom that is being extended out to us. And from my heart to yours, I hope you enjoy your practice on this day, remembering that fear binds the world and forgiveness sets us free. So gently close your eyes down and enter now into your quiet space.